Hi there everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Prestige Liquids. My name is Andrew, and as always it is fantastic to have you here with me again on another whiskey review video. Welcome to day 3 of the Prestige Liquids Advent Christmas box. As I've mentioned in the first video, this is pretty much just a box of samples that I have collected throughout the year, and now I'm finally starting to make my way through them. So yeah, let's get started. I'll also mention that since I don't have a whole lot of information for a lot of these whiskies at the moment, I will be adding in additional information into the description box down below. So if you want to learn a little bit more about, say, the whiskies that I am sampling in this box, yeah, just check the description and there'll be a little bit of more bonus info there. So let's get started. We'll open it up and see what we're getting today. Ah, awesome. Today, another bourbon. And this one is the Jack Daniel's single barrel from the Whiskey Club. This is bottled at 64.5% ABV. So let's get this opened and poured and see how we go. Alright, so on the nose, let's see what we get. Oh, tons of ripe fruits, apples, pears. There's definitely that maraschino cherry note coming in. It's very sweet and fruity, and then as those notes kind of fade away, then you start to get more of the actual cask influence itself. So things like your vanilla, caramel, black pepper spice. It has a very rich, creamy vanilla nose on this. Baking spices as well: cinnamon, clove, nutmeg, candied bananas. Tropical fruits, mango, pineapple. I think I'm also starting to get peach. Yep, there's definitely some peach notes coming in, so it's a very fruity nose. Alright, let's get onto the palate and see what we get. So cheers. That ABV really hits you. So it's quite intense. I said you expect that from a so yeah, 64.5%. That's pretty damn high. So just be prepared when you're going into this. It is something that's going to bite when you take that first sip, but it actually mellows out very nicely. It just creates this really nice dry and also syrupy mouthfeel. Very rich, lots of vanilla and caramel, kind of like a burnt toffee, and like caramelized apples, also pears as well. I'm getting more of that candied banana note as well, which is, for me, it's a typical note that you get from Jack Daniel's. Obviously heavy oak. It's also very lots of oak spice coming in as well, so you do get quite a dry texture from the oak, and then tons and tons of black pepper spice coming in. So if you're somebody that's not really into very oaky whiskies, this probably would not be for you. Luckily for me, I do enjoy, let's say, very oaky whiskies and wines, so for me it suits my palate quite nicely. Again, more of those fruity notes that I was getting on the nose have come through onto the palate as well, so more of those like peaches and apricots, touch of mango. It's also quite earthy as well, so I'm getting a little bit of like cigar leaf tobacco, and some dark chocolate notes coming in. What else? I think there's should be able to pick something else. Okay, so at the moment I'm not really able to say pick anything more like definite. This is something that you're really having to fight through the ABV on. This is definitely a whiskey that it needs some time to have set aside and let it air out for a little bit. Also, I think adding a drop of water or two will probably also help to bring out some more flavor from it. At the moment, it's that when you've just done an initial pour, it can be a bit hard to kind of get past the ABV. The overall balance of flavor that I'm able to get at the moment is absolutely fantastic. This is probably one of the best, I'm not going to say probably, it is the best Jack Daniel's whiskey that I have had so far. I think I'm gonna have to try and keep an eye out for more of these types of releases, because yeah, this is just absolutely fantastic. Moving along to the finish, again, much of the same notes coming through from the palate, so from the nose and the palate. Though I will say that the finish is actually quite sweet. It's quite sugary, quite syrupy. There's also quite a bit of barrel char coming up, but you will definitely notice more of a sweetness on the finish. I think for now, I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't really have much else to add. I think if you've been enjoying this content so far, then please make sure you go ahead and hit the bell notification and the subscription button. Yeah, and I'll see you all again on the next video. KIPPIS. Well, since you made it this far into the video, why not go ahead and check out some of these other videos that I have done in the past. I'll see you all again next time. Bye bye.